I'm going to say this with the utmost sincerity. And certainly, I'm not talking to those in the beef sector that have showed me love, have always treated me cordially and with respect and opened their platforms to me. But I think it's a few motherfuckers over there in the beef sector that got the black sector fucked up. See, where you get us fucked up is we don't ask to come in. We kick doors to come the fuck in. That's the difference. We don't need your fucking permission. I thought I explained that from the beginning. I thought the first video that I made addressing Kwani clarified that. I also thought I made it clear that I wasn't interested in taking over anybody's platform in the beef sector. I made it clear what content creators in the beef sector that I've taken a liking to, that I've been watching for several years. But I think it's a few of y'all motherfuckers over there that got us fucked up. All of this, we don't want y'all over here. Okay, well, what the fuck are you going to do to keep us from out of there? When you figure that the fuck out, then you let me know. You want war? Well, let's take it to the motherfucking streets then. Get into it.
Yeah. Gangsta. Y'all ready?
Gangsta grill, you bastard.
Got it, we back at it.
Hey, label told me not to drop a tape. Label told me not to drop a tape.
I'm sorry.
Fuck. P.O. told me not to leave the state. Fuck. Label told me not to drop a tape.
Streets asked for it.
DJ Drama, fuck these niggas up.
Hey, label told me not to drop a tape. Fuck 'em. P.O. told me not to leave the state. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Young nigga, you got a 9. You doing fine. Your dog down for him an ounce. I can see you trying. Yeah, I respect your grind. 252. I respect the 9. And I know 9 niggas chillin'. 3 of them tellin'. I got 9 niggas with me. 8 of them felons. 9. Fresh off the slab. Tell them fuck it, gon' front you the whole head. Pussycat niggas, they got 9 lives. So I'ma try to kill him 9 times. Shout out the niggas on the blocks and the bitches in beauty shops with rollers in their head. They niggas off in the fed, collecting every cause and pictures in white letters and making every visit. Y'all the realest bitches up. 100. 100. See, niggas don't get it, my nigga. Like, niggas talking about they want a bad bitch. See, a straight nigga need a real bitch, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you gonna go through something. Nigga took you on 9 trips in 9 countries, ran through 900,000. And a nigga locked up 9 days and the bitch gone. Damn. These bitches temporary. My hustle necessary. One thing about me and a hoe, I ain't never worried. 99 problems, one issue, them folks will lynch you. You on the court and you ballin', them feds will come and bench you for real. Indict you 25 life, you for real. For real. My homie told me not to cross the plug. But fuck him. But down bad, I told him what it was. So fuck him.
You know, sometimes you just gotta say fuck them.
Fuck.
And make your move.
Fuck. My album dropping may not sell a record. But fuck it. Kill a nigga, make them hoes respect it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
So apparently, they really thought they had some shit in the bag. I said, I think they thought they had some shit in the bag. See, at the end of the day, if y'all motherfuckers had been tracking instead of severely motherfucking lacking, right? And as a result of your incompetence, right? You about to get packed right the fuck on up. Expeditiously. And it's not shade towards Rita, but at the end of the day, don't get it fucked up. They don't call me the guerrilla general for nothing, motherfucker. See, you accepted the Trojan horse because of what you thought it would bring to you. I thought I made that clear several months ago. Did I not? So all of these little games that you've been playing, right? All of these traps that you thought that you were setting, actually, you're going to find your foot in the motherfucking trap. That's what's going to happen. So you got the bad blood baker over there. Why don't you go to your community tab, Bad Blood Baker, that's serving up the poisonous pound cakes? Why don't you go to your community tab and do a poll on how long you're going to live with your HIV status? How about that part? Why don't you go to your community tab and enlighten us with how many times your criminal ex-lover, right, that's in the ground rotting and decomposing, may he rest in piss, burning for all eternity. Why don't you talk about his criminality? And QB, would it surprise you to know that I have a video of you actually looting during the racial uprising? Because contrary to what you believe, I think you believe, like Fyebabe does, I think you believe you have a lot more fucking fans than you actually do. Because, I don't know. I would say about a month ago, on September the 1st to be exact, somebody packed your ass right on up. And guess what? It wasn't anybody from this sector. And it wasn't anybody that you would automatically suspect. No, it wasn't them. So my question would be, why the fuck are you still speaking on me, right? Instead of being somewhere counting and enjoying the days that you're going to be above ground. I want to know, would y'all like to take a poll on when QB is going to take those glasses off? Why haven't we seen you with those glasses off? What are you hiding? I like to look into the eyeballs of my target because I actually do enjoy playing with my food before I devour it. So I like to look a motherfucker in the eyes. And if it bothers you so much that somebody didn't shoot me in my pinky toe, well, you're going to get that opportunity. Just because I'm not talking about it, just because I'm not making it a part of a list or a part of a Saturday night black sector, state of the black sector, it doesn't mean nothing has changed about the Baltimore tour. Get into it. So when I said that you won't make me the next VS, that means I'm going to learn, right? And plan accordingly with the way that things went down with VS in mind. Because I'm 100% aware of how you snake-like motherfuckers operate. So who really has been playing in somebody's face? See, because last night, if you listen to Fyebabe's live stream, and I saw Nikki Baker in there, being the bottom bitch that she is, fulfilling her bottom bitch duties dutifully. But the interesting thing is, when Fyebabe was describing ZX, I didn't see you typing in the chat, bitch. See, this ass kissing and clout chasing, I made it clear from the beginning, if I wanted something, see, unlike you, I'm a little bit more experienced with actually taking over actual territory. So I know how to strategize and get motherfuckers up out of here in real time. So I allow motherfuckers to play in my face until I'm tired of playing. So there's a bit of a discrepancy because, see, according to Fyebabe, right? And I'm quite sure because I listened to her very intently. Did y'all find it a coincidence that I talked about the fact that October was National Domestic Violence Month, and then suddenly in her live stream last night, although she doesn't watch our live streams, she's mentioning that it's National Domestic Violence Month? Okay, well, what year did October become National Domestic Violence Awareness Month? And I found it disgusting that you would actually sit there after the fact that you sent Timothy Blaine's neighbors his criminal history and did it on a fucking live stream, that you would actually have the audacity, the mitigated gall to use his commentary regarding Jay Wilson to prove what point exactly? So it sounds to me like when it's convenient for you, you accept your opposition's word, your opposition's claims and allegations as truth. Because, bitch, not even I remember you dropping bombs referencing me when it came to Timothy Blaine. So when Timothy Blaine gave his commentary or was expressing his disdain with the fact that Jay Wilson made light of his mother being physically abused, to show that you are so completely disconnected from actual domestic violence survivors, you brought your ass up there, high off of cocaine as you usually are, high as a giraffe's ass crack, right? With some call from a gentleman that you probably staged. I'm sorry, I'm just not going. I wasn't that impressed. Because usually when somebody gets a phone call and they're on a live stream, in order to protect the privacy of the individual that's calling, especially if it's a significant other, they tend to mute the mic. They don't violate their privacy for the sake of their audience. So I'm sorry, I'm not going. It sounded like it was staged to me. And quite frankly, I was a little confused about the sexuality. It sounds like he would have been more of a playmate for QB than you, Fyebabe. I'm just saying. So, if you think it's by chance that they could have that type of relationship, and I'm talking about the Bad Blood Baker and Fugazi, the Queen of Fugazi Nation, Your Majesty, Your Macro Majesty, right? If you think for some reason that they didn't have a conversation about Grown Folks TV's receipts on Jay Wilson, then you would be mistaken. Because if you go back and you listen to Fyebabe's live stream last night, what you'll find is that she was shading the fuck out of Grown Folks TV. So what's interesting to me that you find conveniently the receipts that were doctored on J Wilson credible, right? But you ignore the receipts that were dropped on ZX. While using, how are you going to use the receipts of a domestic batterer to expose an alleged domestic batterer? Make that make sense. But nonetheless, you introduce into your commentary as if you give a rat's ass about domestic violence victims. Because you lack originality, you have no creativity. How are you a queen, but you have to wait for Brianna Simone Pettyville to decide that she's no longer doing a list for you to get a chance to do it? Tell me, Queen Macro Majesty, how does that work exactly? Imagine that. A queen has to wait till one of her faithful subjects decides that they no longer want something for her to go and run and grab it and to use the scraps to salvage and make something out of it. They're talking about donkey of the day. How unoriginal is that? So therefore, you don't have a creative bone in your body. And clearly, you have no originality. That's why you're always running around here stealing and committing theft of intellectual property. You're not a creator. You're a Chicagoan whore. So we're going to stop calling your Macro Majesty a content creator. She's a whore. So how about you create a list of all the niggas that pretended to love you that didn't? How about you create a list of all the times your daughter went into the kitchen looking for dinner and nothing was there but cereal? Count the list. Make a list of how many times you prepare wholesome meals. Because see, your child just doesn't eat one time a day. And if she's in school, she probably eats lunch in school. But what about breakfast and dinner? How many times out of the week that one child that you have do you actually sit? Bitch, I'm talking about sitting down with your child to enjoy a fucking meal. I'm not talking about just cooking and preparing her food, but I'm glad I inspired you to show some macaroni that didn't have enough cheese and you absolutely didn't cook it at the right amount of degrees. If you could drive all of this way to get to take your mother's tacos, your mother hasn't taught you how to make a bowl of a pan of macaroni and cheese that's edible. The only thing your mother taught you was how to be a Chicagoan hoe. That's what you inherited, not your mother's recipes. Why did you blur out the area around the stove? Because that's what I was really trying to hone into. Fuck you frying chicken, bitch. I want to see what your stove looks like. Like you wanted to see what my teeth look like. I want to see what your stove looks like, bitch. In the cracks and crevices. Surely it should probably be clean, right? Because you cook so seldomly. That's why your child looks emaciated. I'm sorry, what did you say your child was mixed with again? She's supposed to be a biracial child, is that correct? So when you start digging into histories, don't forget, bitch, you have one as well. Oh, I'm sorry, QB. I'm talking about the looting. You know, the looting that required the President of the United States, then Donald Trump, to call in the National Guards? Would it surprise you to know that I have a video of you actually looting? And trying to gain access to the safe inside of a store. Did your boyfriend teach you that before he died? How did you actually become infected? You're running around here calling a motherfucker your husband. Where's your marriage certificate? How did you feel considering the fact, QB, that you are a survivor of domestic violence? Because from what I hear, your boyfriend used to whoop your fucking ass. So how did you feel about Fyebabe opening up, mimicking the rolling down the river, doing the whole Tina Turner skit? What about domestic violence is funny? Because apparently it's you know, she found it entertaining. You don't get to make a joke about it and then have the nigdacity, the nigrous dacity to steal a part of my commentary from you being in my bushes. The interesting thing about that story about the ex that went to beat up the mother of his child and asked to switch out cars, I think there's a part of the story that you left off, bitch. And considering the nature of your relationship with Sean Bradley, you being trauma bonded, you not picking up on emotional cues, you're really emotionally ignorant. You have no emotional intelligence at all. Because for some reason you thought you were his friend. But he's made it painfully obvious he's never been your friend at all. So clearly we have some emotional ignorance going on there. You don't comprehend too well. You're a bit slow. The only thing you do fast is snort that white substance, that white powdery substance up your fucking nose before you hit the live button. QB, I'll show Fyebabe my teeth when you take off those glasses and let me see those beady little eyes. I want to see those beady little eyes that you're hiding. Nobody comes on live stream. Have you all ever seen this dude without those glasses on? You're hiding those beady little eyes. Take those glasses off. Why is it that neither of these motherfuckers can give commentary without having glasses on? Let me go through the chat because I've been the guy. I neglect the chat. Hold on, y'all. I want to know. Y'all give a poll. Y'all take a poll for. We'd like to see QB go live without wearing those glasses. Challenge! Bad Blood Baker. Stop making your poison pound cakes and take those glasses off. I want to see those beady little eyes. Either you can show me the beady little eyes now, or I'll see them in December, up close and personal. And I have a friend that I'd like for you to meet. So if you feel some type of way about me not being shot in my pinky toe, well, you're going to get that opportunity. How about you do it? How about you shoot me in my pinky toe? Let's see. We're going to find out what QB does when the bitch that sounds like she needs to gargle with Epsom salt. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to steal Fyebabe's wig, and then I'm going to take your sunglasses. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to call your job, and I'm going to tell your job that there's a picture of you, there's a video of you dildoing yourself deeply in your ass. And that their logo, their company logo, can be clearly visible in the back of the video. And I'm going to let them know. I'm going to start posting that link on all their community pages. Isn't it interesting that somebody with the last name of Gillenwater, am I supposed to argue with a nigga that's calling me a geezer and a buzzard with the last name of Gillenwater? Get into it. Mr. Gillenwater is around here calling folks geezers. Well, watch this geezer work. Give me 1 second. So we have Leonard Tony Gillenwater, 6317 Unit 2B, South Carolina Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Father's name, Juan Gillenwater. And some of your husband's criminal record, Emmanuel Lee Wright. What about his mother? Tell me about Brenda LeVance. All these names sound so fancy. Tell me about Brenda LeVance. Tell me about the other brothers and sisters on the mom's side. Tell me about the sister that you share with the same mother and father that was left behind with Martha. Speaking of geezers, tell us about Martha Gillenwater. Tell me about Calvin Gillenwater. Tell us about your daddy. Do you have the same disdain for your daddy? Oh, cause see, you come over here fucking around and you're gonna get your ass tore out the motherfucking frame. That's what's gonna happen. And nobody's asking any fucking thing. Okay? Who the fuck are you, Bad Blood Baker, to tell anybody where the fuck they can go on this fucking platform? We can go any fucking where they want, and that includes the fucking beef sector. What part of that are you confused about, pussy? You drag and roast, right? I'm going to leave you homeless and jobless on the motherfucking curb, bitch. I will go through and report every last one of I will send you motherfucking money. And then contact Cash App, Super Chat, YouTube, and every fucking body else and report your fucking ass for scamming and for fucking fraud. I don't think you get it that you can get your website snatched the fuck down. You can get your monetization cut the fuck off. You want motherfuckers to really apply pressure? You keep running your motherfucking mouth, bitch. Nobody needs your fucking permission because not near one of you dusty motherfucking niggas on here own or control a motherfucking thing. We're not welcome in the beef sector. Motherfucker, we like to see you stop us. You will get your ass prison stomped and aired out in the motherfucking process. That same shit that pH imbalanced pussy having motherfucking bitch that Chicago and whore did to Timothy Blaine, I'll do to you. And let your neighbors know you are HIV motherfucking positive, running around prostituting yourself to supplement your fucking income and your fucking cocaine habit. I don't give a fuck about what the beef sector thinks about fucking doxing. You bring your ass over here with that bullshit, you're going to get doxed, you're going to be unemployed, and you're going to be demonetized, bitch. And unlike the rest of the motherfuckers, I'm not going to mail nobody no shit under no troll account, bitch. To the victor belongs to spools. I will do it because I'm a mean, evil, vindictive, treacherous bitch. I will do it for spite. That's what I'll do. Over there, oh, doxing is bad. Oh, don't dox. Oh, my subscribe. Yeah, your subs can get up there. When it's war, bitch. War is war. Who told you war was pretty? We don't take any motherfucking prisoners over here in this sector. What part are you confused about, Mr. Gillenwater? We go in for the kill, bitch. I don't care about the belly aching and it's just so awful and well, you should have kept your motherfucking lips over there in those motherfuckers in your sector. When you came sticking, see, you can blame Fyebabe for the way your ass is getting ready to get tore out the frame, bitch. I'm gonna call your landlord and tell your landlord that you selling ass out your apartment. And I'm going to send your landlord that video of your ass looting in Chicago, bitch. How about that part? And you can thank Fyebabe for that because guess what, motherfucker? I wasn't trying to get in no motherfucking beef sector, bitch. That bitch brought her ass over here because she was looking for ammunition to use against another bitch from this sector that ran to that sector trying to escape me, bitch. That whore brought her ass over here. Stop trying to make it seem like motherfuckers just went over there. No, ZX did that. He was over there in the chats talking about he wanted to get to know the other content creators. So you make sure you let your subscribers and your motherfucking moderators know, fuck all that shit you're talking about, right? And I'm speaking for myself, right? Make sure your subs motherfucking know when they hop their ass up on the motherfucking panels and get the bumping their motherfucking gums and talking all spicy. Guess what? If a motherfucker can't get their shit, it's gonna be another motherfucker sacrifice in lieu of that motherfucker. How about that part, bitch? Make sure you let them know that. all this, oh, it's weak. Listen, if ain't nobody motherfucking body speaking on you, what the fuck are you speaking on other motherfuckers for? Ain't nobody addressing you, you bad blood bitch. And again, bitch, if you got such a motherfucking issue with the fact that a nigga didn't shoot me in my pinky toe, pussy, you do it. You do it, bitch. You better hope you leave down to the Baltimore with both them beady motherfucking eyes you hiding behind them goddamn sunglasses, bitch. Because you might get them motherfuckers ice picked out your motherfucking skull, bitch. We got a gay community here, too. That for 10 perks, they'll prison stomp your motherfucking ass on the goddamn courthouse steps. For 10 E-bombs, your brains can be on the courthouse steps. That's what you got fucked up. Every motherfucking week, you and that dick riding bitch use commentary. If you got such a fucking issue with the motherfucking black sector, why the fuck have every goddamn week on the state of the motherfucking beef sector that bitch was supposed to be leaving? You know why that bitch ain't left the beef sector? Because that bitch knows she ain't built for war like we are in this sector. She ain't battle torn and motherfucking tested. They give that bitch love taps over here. That bitch will get discombobulated in this sector. So she's staying over there where it's safe at. Where they really ain't gonna do no harm to a bitch at. Where they really ain't gonna pull up on a bitch at. Where they gonna be talking, they gonna keep it to talking and dragging and roasting at. Who gives a fuck if a motherfucker can't out roast you? Guess what, bitch? I can out dox you. I'm a master doxer. I'm gonna show your motherfucking ass what doxing is. When you see every living relative you got up here on this big screen, and I call them on a motherfucking live stream. I don't think you know who the fuck you playing with, bitch. But all of that, oh, we closing the doors, can't you ain't a motherfucking thing you gonna be able to do to stop a bitch from coming over there. What the fuck can you do besides block a bitch from out your chat? What can you do to stop a motherfucker? You don't own a motherfucking thing. You on the white man's platform. That's what y'all motherfuckers seem to forget. You are on the white man's platform. He makes the rules. And your nigga-fied and nigga bitch ass better abide by those rules. Or you won't have a motherfucking channel. Running around here like they live in the motherfucking suburbs. And they're protesting us from the projects. And the lower development housing. That brings a song to mind. Like Teddy Pendergrass said, be for real, girl. Be for real. Be for real, girl. Be for real. Hey, my Duchess. You know what they acting like? Y'all remember in Louisiana when Hurricane Katrina hit and the black people were trying to cross the bridge because clearly it was a matter of life and death, right? And that's not this situation, but it's just a parable. And you remember law enforcement and the bougie white folks held them back at gunpoint and wouldn't allow them to come into their town for safety. So they forced them back to a dire situation. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck do you raggedy niggas think you are? You get your begging ass up here like every motherfucking body else. See, you don't get to call another motherfucker a bum as long as you dropping your cash app, accepting super chats and PayPal payments on your motherfucking channel. You beg QB every time you promote that cheesy motherfucking merch. That bitch beg every time she beg motherfuckers to buy them brittle ass motherfucking wigs. What did Ask April? I'm sorry, not Ask April. Did On-Site April inspire you? I'm sorry, bitch, I'm not going. That wig you showed looked nothing like that old nasty piece of ash blonde wig that On-Site April had on her head that was melted. I'm sorry, what grade of hair did you claim? See, because when I come after your ass, bitch, I'm going to come after your ass with motherfucking military precision. And I told you, ho, this ain't what the fuck you want, bitch. So here's the other thing, Fyebabe. Are you clicking every time you and QB go live? Do you know that section? Do you know when you go live? This is for the content creators. That option that you have to check when you're promoting something. Have you been doing that? For each and every live stream where you're promoting your Fugazi ass wig company. The Black Ally Express of motherfucking YouTube. Are you checking the box that you are advertising and promoting on your channel, bitch? Because you're required to do that. Because the ranting and the raving that you do about your reviews. See, YouTube put protective measures in place quite some time ago, several years ago, due to false advertising and individuals getting up here and having an incentive to promote certain products, goods, and services. And then they fail to deliver. So that option is there for those that plug things like merch with that ugly ass bitch Lady P on the front of it. Nobody wants to see that half dead motherfucking bitch. He's over there talking about Lady Nika's looks. Well, what the fuck do you think your audience had to motherfucking endure every goddamn week when y'all got up there with that half-dead bitch that looked like she needed to be on some motherfucking crutches in order to give her motherfucking commentary? Half the time, the bitch couldn't even talk because she was struggling to fucking breathe. That bitch that you put in the clown wig. Like the court gesture that she is. What made you think your audience Wanted to see that ugly, half dead ass motherfucking bitch that could not drag or roast. You know how I knew that bitch could not drag or roast? Because of that abysmal, mediocre at best when that bitch went to Grown Folks TV, those attack dogs over there, those Doberman pinchers over there, that ZX got over there, they tore her ass out the motherfucking frame. If y'all care so much, do y'all remember when Lady P got her ass torn out the frame by Black Butterfly? And who else was it on that goddamn panel that night? So much so that bitches from the black sector had to come to that bitch's defense. Where the fuck were you in QB that's promoting this merch? Oh, the same thing goes for you, QB. Are you checking off that you're advertising something each and every time you live stream and promote your merchandise? I strongly suggest that you go back and change that on each and every one of your videos where you plug your website and any other merchandise that you don't. If you don't, I'm going to report you and get your shit snatched down. How about that part? We play high stakes over here. Winner takes all. Nobody's playing any fucking games. We don't run around arguing with each other just for the fucking sake of arguing. There's a sector of trolls that do that. So when you bring your ass over here fucking around, just know we're not playing those type of motherfucking games. I'm certainly not. And I'm not going to do what Fyebabe did. I'm not going to run to Patreon or some private live stream and show pictures of my family the way that she did and show my criminal history. Like the cowardly bitch that she is. And that's why I'm going to punch the bitch in her face. It has nothing to do with any other beef on fucking YouTube. Find somebody else to play with. You want to talk about going and sitting at the old senior citizens table? You go sit your fucking ass at the kiddie table. Because if you bring your ass over here fucking around, we're going to leave you motherfucking mangled. Your ass is going to get fucked with on and off of this platform. How about that part? Nobody gives a fuck about your belly aching. You didn't know about what sector you were coming into? No, because Fyebabe was so thirsty for ammunition to be able to come at Clyde Diva. She didn't care what source she went to. She did shout me out and play my commentary. So it was actually Fyebabe that came over here into this sector looking for allies. No, what she was doing was looking for flying fucking monkeys. If you want to create a list of those retarded little bitches that don't do anything all fucking day long but send Fyebabe and QB fucking cash apps. The closeted lesbians like Independent Issa and the rest of those remedial bitches that have so much to say about everything and every motherfucking body. Nonetheless, she's right there in the same city with the bitch who doxed her and she does nothing. But she has so much smoke for motherfuckers out here on the YouTube streets. Why is that? Is 7 Star's address not out here? Why hasn't she paid her a visit? Why hasn't she pulled up on her? But they can pay and finance for her to take a trip to motherfucking Baltimore. To do what exactly? So you're going to pay to see her get punched in her fucking face? Or are you the type of punk ass bitches that'll pay a bitch to do some shit that you don't have the fucking cliticular fortitude to do, bitch? Your nipples ain't hard enough to pull up on a motherfucking bitch. That's why you sit online and talk shit. Nobody's afraid about you talking about what weapons you got, bitch. They didn't stop making guns when they made yours, bitch. So QB, tell us, why were you looting, stealing, right? What did that have to do with the rioting that was going on? The civil unrest that required the National Guards to be brought in. What inspired you to steal? So let me get this right. A black person is murdered, right, by law enforcement, and it inspired you to steal. That sounds like you being inspired to suck a dick that was infected with HIV without a care or concern about their status, to me. Oh, and I do find that quite interesting. Oh, I don't think you're going to like this type of teaching. So, how long has it been since we requested to see actual reviews? Yes, Poetic Kale's looting. He was looting and trying to find a way to get into a safe that was in a store. Honey, tell us about that. Honey, the girls want to know. The girls want to know. Why don't you blow your nose before you do a live stream? You sound a bit nasally to me. Now, the fact of the matter is, ZX is going to have to clap back at QB. I want to see ZX match that energy with QB. Because he had a whole lot to say about Grown Folks TV. So, ZX, you're going to have to step up to, you're going to have to bring it. Fuck all that barking, right? It's time to bring it. So, again, this isn't to it isn't shade at anybody that's embraced me, certainly not in the black sector. I mean, in the beef sector. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that got an issue that for some reason think they own some property. I want to see some motherfucking deeds from that motherfucking beef sector for all the bougie motherfuckers over there. The bougie beggars. Because every time your ass come online with your bougie motherfucking ass, you begging. But you want to talk about who the fuck a bum is. Why you begging? You got your hands cupped out begging motherfuckers to buy your brittle ass motherfucking wigs. Your piss poor imitation of what On-Site April had on her motherfucking head. That old nasty piece of ash blonde wig. Is that what you were trying? Were you? Listen, you're doing your patrons a disservice. Those wigs were despicable. And as I said in Mother's chat, the wigs look like a wooden They look almost like a wooden nightstand. I was inspired to start planting. Y'all know I'm a gardener. So I was inspired to start planting some shit. I just saw sitting a little fern on top of one of those fucking wigs. Bitch, the wigs look like they could stand up and walk to Baltimore like you told me to do by them motherfucking selves. If you put them motherfuckers on the ground, bitch, they could probably walk to Baltimore. That's how stiff they were. And as she shook the wigs out, y'all, ain't nothing moved but her motherfucking hand. Go back and watch the video. We the people want to motherfucking know, bitch. Why wasn't the hair moving? Why was the only thing that was moving was your fingers and your wrists? That hair ain't moved, bitch. Wasn't nothing moving but your fingers and your wrists, bitch. And you talking about it is what? Is what great? See, unlike you, bitch, I do my research, ho. And I'm going to show the people the grading system of not only bundles, but what you consider, what you're calling, what did you say it was? 10C, 10A, virgin hair. Where you get that from, girl? Where do you get that grade of hair that you're claiming fraudulently from your channel, right? Where do they get that kind of hair from, bitch, that comes in bubble wrap? Your shit came in, you opened those motherfucking wigs up, bitch, from a goddamn vanilla, a manila goddamn bubble wrap motherfucking envelope, bitch, because that's where you got, when you got them from China, when you got them from Wish, when you got them from overseas, from Miss Ling Ling and them, yeah, that's how they sent the shit to you, bitch. Why do you need a motherfucker to put some shit on a website, bitch? All you got to do is take a picture and upload it. It's your website, ain't it, bitch? Don't you have control of it? Well, what the fuck do you have to wait for another motherfucker to put a picture on a goddamn website for? No, bitch, that shit ain't on that website. And no goddamn body sells wigs, lace front wigs, wholesale in motherfucking manila bubble wrap. Get into it, bitch. Where do they do that at? Where? Here's the other thing. Those of y'all that wear full or lace front wigs or that deal with frontals and bundles, tell me where they put tissue paper. Go back and watch the live stream. Where do they put tissue paper in lace front wigs that are custom made? Where they do that at? Especially when they selling them wholesale. When a vendor is dealing with another vendor, they're not going to send them lace front wigs individually. You opened up 2 separate packages, bitch. Make that make sense. Is that the way you receive the wigs from the merchant? In manila bubble wrap? Wrapped individually? No, bitch, we're not going. So we need to see verification of the grade of that type of hair, because if it's not that type of hair, if it's not that quality of hair, that's considered fraud, bitch, and false fucking advertisement. And you're doing that from your fucking YouTube channel. So don't forget to go back over all of your videos, every single video where you're plugging a website or Babe Nation, and make sure you check off that you're promoting products, goods, and services from your channel. The same thing goes for QB. You have 24 hours to do that. If not, you're going to start to feel a little bit of pressure. You ain't gonna like the black sector's type of teaching. Nobody gives a fuck about playing by your motherfucking rules. I told you this ain't the beef sector, it's the black sector, bitch. And we with the shits. All of this. Oh, they're coming over here. Let them go back, and let them. They're coming over here. They're into those god awful Negroes. Oh, the god awful Negroes have been in our sector again. Who the fuck do you raggedy motherfuckers think you are? I want to see some deeds to some property that you raggedy motherfuckers own over there in the beef sector. I want to see your name on some shit. We want to see some deeds and some titles to some motherfucking land and property that you own over there in the motherfucking beef sector. Because that's how y'all motherfuckers are talking. Those of you that are talking. Like you got some stock and some shit over there. Like you got some titles and some deeds to some land and some property over there. But you want the coins from giving commentary for motherfuckers over in the black sector, but you don't want us over there. How many motherfuckers have done commentary around the black sector content creators in the beef sector? So y'all want to be able to talk shit and give your commentary about us, but you don't want us over there? But you want to be able to get coins and talk about shit and talk about motherfuckers in the black sector any goddamn way you see fit and think ain't nobody going to dress your motherfucking ass. You don't own or control a motherfucking thing. You can't go to your channel and say whatever the fuck you want to say. You're going to go to your channel and say what's within YouTube guidelines to get your motherfucking AdSense. And at the end of the goddamn day, if you keep talking spicy, that shit'll stop. See, I'm not gonna get up here and play with you and tell you, oh, it's about fuck the roasting and gagging. If I'm not fucking with you, don't fuck with me, because I will destroy your motherfucking life. And I will enjoy it while I do it. Because I always send a warning shot. If I'm not fucking with you, don't fuck with me. If you fuck with me, I'm going to destroy you and your life. And every fucking thing around you if I can. And I'm going to do it for spite because I'm a vindictive, evil, malicious, treacherous bitch. And I enjoy destroying motherfuckers that fuck with me for no fucking reason. Any questions? See, I don't have to come up with a long, I did this. I was upset. My cousin passed away and my nephew broke his foot and my toast was burnt and I didn't get my check this month and my PP loan didn't come through and I ain't got and it's because of COVID. I'm acting crazy because of COVID. I'm doxing you because of COVID. I'm calling your mama and them because of COVID. I'm calling your job because of COVID. I'm calling your landlord and telling them that you're out on the curb, on the corner, dildoing yourself in the ass, soliciting, prostituting yourself, and then taking your tricks and your johns into your residence, turning your tricks, and got all types of unsavory characters lingering around your apartment, loitering. See, I'm doing that because of COVID. I'm doing that because of COVID. Everything motherfuckers is doing, they doing because of the COVID down there. No, I'm doing it because I'm an evil, vindictive bitch. And I enjoy ripping a motherfucker to pieces. That came for me and I didn't motherfucking send for them. And I enjoy it. And I'm going to lick my fingers when I'm done. And each morsel. See, QB, I can't take a morsel out of your ass because there's something about your HIV status and taking a morsel out of your ass. Nah. I got to pass. Emmanuel sport that. So we're going to have a reunion. It's so nice to see all the folks we love together. Sitting round talking about all the things that's been going down. And if grandma could see all Cookie Monster with the whole family. So, and I'm doing it because of the COVID. They got the COVID down there to the Philadelphia. And I got to get my coinage because I got to walk to Baltimore in December. So I got to make sure I got good walking shoes on. I got to buy some maps and stuff like that. Some bottles of water and shit to help me along my journey. And I'm doing that because of the COVID. I'm just trying to figure out why do motherfuckers get up here and do all types of evil, diabolical shit and then get up here and you got an excuse for it. You rationalizing some shit. This dumb bitch actually got up there on her platform and co-signed what Grown Folks TV put out. Here's the thing. When you listen to Fyebabe's last live stream, listen to how she was also shading the fuck out of Grown Folks TV. You know what she was saying in that live stream last night? That is what she said when Grown Folks TV went to her fucking platform after that whole pull-up incident. Do you think QB felt like this? And mods, if you can type the fair use commentary, and if you strike my shit, I will go through your channel, and every fucking channel, every video, every stream that you have using my commentary, I will strike your fucking ass for copyright infringement. Play with me if the fuck you want. You started, I'm gonna fucking finish it. And I got a team of motherfuckers that's on go whenever the fuck you ready. Now, last night she shaded the fuck out of Grown Folks TV under the pretense because everything she said or was trying to apply to Pastor Wilson actually applies to Grown Folks TV. And the irony is she said those very same things to him when he was on her fucking platform after that whole pull-up incident, when he pulled up in her chat and typed, "Be fair." And she allowed him to click the link and to come on to her panel. So if you think it's a coincidence that today QB is saying, no, those receipts are doctored, and you think that they didn't have a conversation about it, then you will be mistaken.
And cast your vote now, okay? Will it be the Bay Nation list? Because Fyebabe says she's doing the list. Will it be the Pettyfield list, which is still to be announced? Or is it chop them both? Or lastly, keep them both. You get a list, you get a list, you get a list, you get a list. That's what the girls want to know. So go ahead and cast your votes immediately. Cast your votes, cast your votes. So let all the girls know, honey, they can cast their votes to see which list the people prefer. Okay, that's what we do on today. Now, child, I heard the flexible geezer, now I don't know what's going on. The flexible geezer was touched shaft because of what I said regarding that stuff he put out on Jay Wilson. Girl, now let me just tell the girls this. I am the word on the street. You to the streets pop privacy. Girl, don't get mad and caught up in your feelings over my commentary. You the one put that shit out here. There's a lot of people who have been scrutinizing those said receipts. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Okay? I have my own thoughts and opinions of what I've seen and heard. So because you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who don't like what the fuck I gave as my commentary yesterday on Messy Monday. I don't give a fuck. That shit do look like some motherfucking word fucking documentation. It don't look legit.
So the thing is, right? Here's the thing. He's saying his co-host, this is how stupid these motherfuckers are, right? That would mean that his co-host got up here and co-signed receipts that were not legitimate, that he is acknowledging were doctored receipts. And he gets a little bit more in depth into it, right? He gets into it. So why is your co-host going live giving commentary as if those receipts that Grown Folks TV put out are legitimate? But her co-host, her ace boon coon, they visit each other's house, they take trips and everything like that together, they spend time together. She's his pocket gay, right? And Mother enlightened me to what that was earlier today. QB, the so-called self-made from the Midwest, is Fyebabe's pocketed gay. So he's saying that the receipts that Grown Folks TV put out were doctored. So why is his co-host presenting commentary to her audience that's false as if it's fact? But let's let him tell us.
And that's what I'm sticking to. It does not look legit. They look like fraudulent receipts. They look doctored and altered. And you have a history of doing said things with receipts. So if you have a pattern of doing something, more than likely, I'm going to believe you're capable of doing it again.
So,
okay,
if he has a pattern of producing fraudulent receipts, are we supposed to believe that QB knew about it, but Fyebabe was ignorant of it? Or did she leave that loophole? If you carefully scrutinize or analyze her commentary last night, did she leave that loophole the same way she did when she put that plant in Claudiva's chat, pretending that they were a person that knew China Doll? And Fyebabe, we have yet to see the receipts that this woman actually knew China Doll, and that she reached out to you. Well, we know the reason why she reached out to you. She reached out to you because she had a prior relationship with you. So that was in fact the plant that you had put in Claudiva's chat. And because you knew she was a dumb bitch, you knew that she would take the bait for it. 9 times out of 10, it was in all likelihood you also sending her the information that Tracy was China Doll. That was you. You and your little cronies. But Fyebabe, I'm going to give you the case of that. Because I've been observing and analyzing how you operate and assessing what makes you tick. And you think you're such a complicated bitch, but really you're quite simple. You're as uncomplicated and unsophisticated as a bitch can get. You're not ready. Not yet, grasshopper. You're not ready. You think you are, though. You'll soon find out how wrong you are. I told you several months ago, not yet, grasshopper. So she leaves the loophole. And when it comes to professional gaslighters and motherfuckers, basically what she did last night was co-sign a smear campaign simply because she did not like the individual. The deflection was to talk about Tracy caping as opposed to the fact that those were doctored receipts and she was co-signing the receipts simply because of her disdain for Jay Wilson. So therefore, the truth didn't matter. But she was very strategic and very selective about her wording because she likes to leave loopholes like the fat snake that she is so that she can slither back through those holes. Well, over here in this sector, there's only one way we deal with a snake. We sever its head. So whenever somebody's talking and they're giving a whole lot of Tracy, she said that you were caping for Jay Wilson. And Jay Wilson didn't give a rat's ass about you because his moderators, Vivian and Beach, were just going at it and he didn't intervene. And you were, I guess at some time she was making reference to at some point you being destitute and Jay Wilson being in the city and not coming to your aid. That was a deflection. Because the fact of the matter is you were still co-signing receipts that your fucking co-host is admitting are doctored receipts because of your disdain and your dislike of Jay Wilson. So that affects your credibility. Maybe that's something that passes the smell test over there in the beef sector where you're just allowed to lie on motherfuckers. But that is yet another strike against your credibility. Your credibility has already been shot, unbeknownst to you. Because if you notice, my strategic commentary was that I never said that I believed that you didn't put a plant in Claudiva's chat. I just didn't speak about it again. And I watched you slither all around these parts. See, I think what you thought you had in me, right? You thought you had another flying monkey like QB. Because that, make no mistake about it, that's what he is. He's a flying fucking monkey. And I think you thought you were going to recruit me. And when that didn't work out, right? You started triangulating me and Jazzy G. And I sat back and I watched you. So the question would be, why are you co-signing receipts that your co-host that's calling out Grown Folks TV as having put out false receipts? Why were you live streaming last night co-signing the receipts? So that goes to show, right, that if you're in your fucking feelings, you'll turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to the fucking truth. You bringing up Tracy was nothing but a deflection. What the fuck did Tracy have to do with your commentary on Grown Folks TV in relation to him allegedly exposing Pastor Wilson? What did Tracy have to do with that? Therefore, it was nothing but a deflection. Because your co-host, not even 24 hours later, is saying those receipts are false. Are we to believe that you didn't have a conversation about it? Because she shaded the fuck out of ZX last night. And as I'm listening, And she's saying these things about Pastor Wilson. I'm saying, okay, well, if it's applicable to Pastor Wilson, how are you using somebody that is abusive to women? How are you using him as a gauge for whether or not a man is abusive? You didn't have any commentary about the receipts that were put out about his assault? Excuse me for a second, y'all. Sorry, y'all, that was my son, Fat Daddy. But he's on a live. Basically, let's let him finish telling us. So basically, she's a lying ass bitch. And those bitches in her chat know it. Instead of calling it, and I've seen the avatars of some of these bitches that come into these different comment sections, caping for a bitch that doesn't the only time that bitch acknowledges your fucking existence is when you send a cash app or when you super chat, bitch. If you weren't doing that, she would know you existed. It doesn't matter if you were in her fucking chat every time she went live. If you were not a fucking member that was there front and center every time that bitch went live, or if you were not somebody that frequently super chatted her, that bitch would not know you exist. See, I think you get it confused. Her live streams aren't about you. Her live streams are about her. It's an opportunity for her to be the star that she never was in reality. See? Because again, why is it she has this big, larger than motherfucking life that she would have us believe that she lives? Why is it that the only motherfuckers that she can show you in her fucking life are her emaciated goddamn daughter? Okay? And fucking motherfuckers she meets from fucking YouTube. Where are her friends? Where are her girlfriends? Why is it that the only goddamn friends this bitch has are bitches from YouTube? When a bitch does not have real friends or people in her life that she's known for years and years, that's indicative of a bitch that can't keep any friends because of the type of bitch that she is. The same thing is applicable for men. Why don't we see her out at all of these extravaganzas with her girlfriends, with her family members? Every goddamn time you show any goddamn family member, it's some fat oompa loompa bitch that's trying to avoid being caught on the motherfucking camera. Because the bitch looks a hot religious motherfucking mess. So the bitch don't want to be on motherfucking camera. Looking like a goddamn bag of oranges stuffed in a pair of tights. All the motherfucking lumps and bumps. Perhaps I should have, the girdle that you claim I wear that I don't have to wear, maybe I should have allowed some of them bitches that you catch in, we catch glimpses of as you're turning your camera, trying to avoid catching them on camera because they look a fucking religious mess. See, you haven't had time to stage them like you do everything else. Okay? There's a song called The Whole World Is a Stage. It's by the Fantastic Four. The whole world is a stage, and everybody's playing the part. The stage goes up, the curtain comes down. Y'all folks don't know nothing about that. But there's a song called The Whole World is Stage. Earth, Wind, and Fire got a song called The Masquerade. And that's what these bitches are doing. They're giving you a fantasy. They're giving you about as close as a lot of these motherfuckers will ever get to some sort of reality show celebrity. And that's what they think they're getting. So when they strategically, repeatedly talk about this show, listen, they're talking about a show that's a no show. But because they're able to sell this illusion to their subscribers that they're going to be a part of this show. When you think about all of these reality shows that are getting all of this attention, like Real Housewives and like what is it? What is the other one with the rappers, the washed up rappers, all of those type of shows. And these dumbass bitches are vulnerable enough in the mind to believe that if for some reason that bitch were to actually become a celebrity, that those bitches in the chat that go from chat to chat, that run around in other motherfuckers' chat doing all this caping, that she would give a rat's ass about them bitches. Their super chats wouldn't mean shit. If somebody gave that bitch a contract and told her you're going to get X, Y, and Z amount of coins, she wouldn't give a fuck about an independent Issa or no motherfucking body else. Y'all bitches are stepping stones. Plain and simple. Stop getting up here acting like you gave a fuck about Lady P. You've put her a t-shirt with her ugly ass motherfucking face. I don't give a fuck how much airbrushing. And see, the cordiality is over, right? I'm done being cordial. I can be cordial or I can be a motherfucking cannibal. And I told you that, right? So the cordialities are over. What makes you think motherfuckers didn't want to see that ugly? You call Lady Nika Mumra. Well, what the fuck does Lady P look like? Is she a runway model? Is she a Victoria's Secret model? Who the fuck is she? What the fuck makes you think somebody wants to see Godzilla in a red motherfucking lace front on the front of a t-shirt? An airbrushed motherfucking Godzilla is what the bitch looks like. With her caved in, sunken in motherfucking eyeballs. The bitch looked like she looked like she was rose up out of a casket before she would go on them fucking live streams. I need to know why y'all motherfuckers did not come from Babe Nation and y'all fake ass motherfucking y'all renter blades or renter babe, whatever the fuck y'all are. Rent a bitch to blow on your balls, whatever the fuck y'all motherfuckers are over there. And I'm talking about in those two camps. The renter babes to blow on your balls. Right? Where were y'all motherfuckers at? When them bitches that hit your links, why didn't they come to Lady P's defense when she got her ass tore out the frame over there by the Grown Folks TV? Why did bitches over here in this sector have to come to her aid? Are we supposed to believe that y'all motherfuckers didn't know about that? No, she just wasn't considered a valuable team player. She wasn't the MVP. Y'all motherfuckers actually did do a live, and you didn't address a goddamn thing about that bitch getting her ass tore out the frame over there by the Grown Folks TV. Black Butterfly tore her ass out the frame. I think it was Black Butterfly and PJ. It might not have been PJ, but I'm thinking it was Black Butterfly and PJ. But she got her ass on a panel over there. Somebody was over there. As a matter of fact, she got her ass. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. She, if I'm not mistaken, she got her fucking ass tore out the frame because Pure Black Butterfly at the time, y'all, ZX was dragging Fyebabe. Lady P came up in the Grown Folks TV chat defending Fyebabe. And I think one of them told her to hit the link. Not Pure, but Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly was given a rundown. No, not ZX Churio Lover. Them Doberman Pincher face bitches over there. Them half dead Dobermans he got over there. Okay. They basically tore. I know it was two of them. I'm thinking it was PJ, but I know for a certainty it was Pure Black. I keep saying Pure Black. It was Black Butterfly. And ZX was dragging Fyebabe at the time. And Black Butterfly was over there giving a background on Fyebabe, talking about some incident where she was twerking and there was a wet spot in her crotch or something like that. And Lady P came over there to the chat, caping for her. She hit the link. And when she hit the link, them Rottweilers and Dobermans tore her ass out the frame. So I was watching because I just knew, right, that Fugazi Nation, your Macro Majesty, the Bad Blood Baker, I just knew that they was going to address it. They never said a fucking word about it. And you have the niggdacity and the nigrous-dacity to take that ugly Godzilla, airbrush Godzilla face bitch and put her on a motherfucking t-shirt and act like you gave a shit about that bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? Whose permission did you have to put her face on a motherfucking t-shirt? Did you have her family's blessing to put her name on the t-shirt and monetize it? Maybe I should call her family and ask her family if they know that you're profiting by selling t-shirts with her motherfucking face on your fucking website. You have dead bitch. Who are you, QB? The word dead should never come out your motherfucking mouth. You got to take more medications than you got subscribers. You got to pop more pills than motherfuckers pile up in your chat room in order to stay alive. And you running around here talking about folks dying, talking about folks dead. Motherfucker, you don't even have life insurance. You're going to be the next GoFundMe funeral. You know why? Having a life insurance policy myself, they don't insure motherfuckers with HIV. And a legitimate life insurance company is going to do a medical background check on you. They're going to actually have somebody come out, draw your blood, draw your urine. They're going to do a credit check and a criminal background check. They literally have somebody that comes out to the house to test your blood, and before they insure you, all of that shit has to come back clean. So you have the audacity. Excuse me for 1 second, y'all. That's my baby son. Excuse me for 1 second. What's up? All right, excuse me, y'all. So this nigga is up here doing all this caping. And if you drop dead today or tomorrow, your ass is going to be buried in a motherfucking potter's grave. Because ain't nobody claiming your bad blood motherfucking ass. That's why you get up here and beg every day. So hopefully you're taking the motherfucking donations that you getting up here begging for, bitch. While you over here calling motherfuckers in the black sector bums. You can't call us bums, bitch, until you stop that aggressive motherfucking begging. Every time you tell a motherfucker to go to your website, you're begging. Every time you tell somebody to purchase your merch, honey. Every time the girls purchase the merch, bitch, you're begging. How dare you call us fucking bums? How dare you talk about somebody's medical condition or talk about somebody being half dead? It's 428 people in this motherfucking room, and you probably got to take 428 motherfucking pills to keep breathing every day, bitch. You might only have 428 motherfucking days to live. You probably ain't got 428 motherfucking dollars in a motherfucking bank account. So that if your ass die, listen, have you taken the steps? See, because everybody pretends that they're about business. I don't give a fuck if the bitch is dead. Take your ass over there and tell them, why do they have the dead bitch on a t-shirt? Stupid bitch, I know she dead. QB half dead. Go over there and ask the half dead motherfucker why he got that dead bitch on a goddamn t-shirt. Ask him why, bitch. Before you bring your ass off of my chat telling me the bitch is dead. If the bitch is dead, why he got her on a t-shirt? Did he get her family's permission to do that? Don't bring your funky motherfucking ass in my chat with that self-righteous shit, bitch. Take your fucking ass over there and ask that nigga, is he using the proceeds from them goddamn t-shirts with that ugly monstrous face bitch on the front of it? Did he get her family's permission? And is he using that money to pay for his funeral expenses the fucking advance? Because ain't nobody insuring his bad blood having ass. I'm sick of these niggas getting up here talking shit. And if they drop dead today or tomorrow, you have to go around to the GoFundMe to bury their motherfucking ass. His mama gonna be out here selling fish, pussy, and french fries to put his ass in the ground. His hoe of a goddamn mama might have to go steal some shrimp from out the goddamn Save-A-Lot and a goddamn box of grits to go sell down to the church to make shrimp and grits to put his half dead beady-eyed motherfucking ass in the ground. But he up here talking about folks. Fuck out here, ho.
I don't care who the fuck you think you smooshing up about. Because I can care less about facts. But what I will tell you, my opinion and what the fuck I said stands and ain't changing. The shit look fraudulent with your weak ass. Okay? The fuck? Go sit the fuck down somewhere, old man. You don't want it with me, bitch. Okay? I can say whatever the fuck I want to. That shit was weak as fuck. You been running your ass over there on J Weasel platform for months. And now all of a sudden you want to dox this man and put out alleged information on him, and you think we supposed to just run with it?
So what does that tell y'all? It tells y'all, right, that they've been watching. That they've been watching for months.
Motherfucker may not be fucking with his ass at the moment, or don't fuck with him anymore. You think we just supposed to go for the okie dokie because we don't fuck with that nigga right now. We don't fuck with his kind. Bitch, that ain't how we roll over here. Fuck what you heard and thought. We renegades over here, bitch. Okay? We got our own motherfucking mind on what the fuck we want to do and how we gonna fucking do it. And if you don't like it, then you need to push the fuck on. Don't put the shit out here. And it won't get talked about. We are the word on the street. YouTube streets paparazzi. You didn't know? We talk about every motherfucking thing that's out here on these YouTube streets. And then we recap and highlight the shit we want to highlight on Saturday's State of the Beat Sector.
So why didn't y'all highlight? Why didn't you highlight? Why wasn't some of the shit that you like to talk about that drag of them tearing Lady P, your other co-host, out the frame over there by the Grown Folks TV? Where was all this team? And now everybody's French. We. Oh, they done got real bougie. They French motherfuckers around here. Every other word is we. We. Where was we when they was dragging the fuck out of Lady P? Now, it's my understanding that Lady P was the one who went to Brianna Simone Pettyville's house and took a photograph. See, we know you were talking about patterns, QB, right? You talked about patterns and having a history of doing shit. See, we know who got a history of taking photographs of folks' houses, don't we? Honey. We're tracking. We're tracking the fact that you motherfuckers are incompetent and severely lacking. Who has a pattern of doing that? Kind of like taking pictures of VS's child, right?
Who the fuck you thought you was? I don't give a fuck what's going on with Jay Wilson and nobody on these YouTube streets, okay? I seen what I seen, I heard what I heard, and it wasn't adding up for me. So we ain't buying it with your sorry ass. No, you the po-pimp, okay? Let's really talk about a dickhead. Because that's all you got coming out of your mouth. Dickhead this and dickhead that. How many of them dickheads you done put in your mouth, dickhead? The fuck? You a whole fucking chive turkey. Ain't that how they used to say it back in your day? Follow your wanna be smooth operator ass the fuck on back. Fucking wanna be gigolo. You was over there horsing with a whole fucking nutcase. You was pillow talking with a whole fucking nutcase. You had another deranged bitch pull up to your house. You pull a pistol on that nutty asshole. You didn't even shoot the bitch in the pinky toe with your weak sorry ass. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm sick of you. You like a whole buzzer. That's all you are, a fucking buzzer. Ain't nobody falling for that bullshit. The girls don't believe it. We're not buying it. The fuck? And I'm speaking for my motherfucking self and my people. No one else. Okay. The fuck up out of here. You got a problem with the fuck somebody. And then you had somebody else explain a situation that you did to them. Not once, but 3-4 times. The same exact situation that man explained where you doctored information on him to make it seem like he was a predator or was out there hooking or some bullshit, some bullshit, whatever the fuck it was. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna sway my motherfucking decision on what the fuck I said. So I'm a grown ass motherfucking man. So you got it all the way fucked up, bitch. Okay? Just because you over there Chinese splitting and motherfucking popping and dropping it and spread your shit open wide, bitch. Don't come for me, Miss Thing. Okay? Set your old ass the fuck on down and play with the people you've been playing with. Stay at the elderly people's table. Because I do not do geezers. Because you was already bumping your motherfucking mouth and saying shit about me when I wasn't even saying shit about your weak ass. Okay? Way before calling me all out of my name and shit. Like, and then you want to buzz at your ass. Like, I don't do buzzards. I don't do slugs. And that's just what the fuck you is. You just slugging your ass around these YouTube streets. Leaving your old ass snotty slime trail behind you. And we ain't going. The next renegade that see that motherfucker salt that bitch. Salt that slug. The fuck? Who the fuck you think you are? With your raggedy ass. You been trying to get over here with the girls for the longest. You done hit every chick's platform. You done, or every chick, you done been trying to scout them out. Target them. You hit a whole target up on these motherfucking YouTube streets. You might as well say this motherfucker riding around in a white van with binoculars, scoping the girls out. Now that's real motherfucking tea.
So here's the thing.
Big breed now.
So here's the thing, right? You know what that tells you? What does that tell us? That lets us know that the whole time that we was telling folks that ZX was over there clout chasing and that he was over there because he wanted into the beef sector. You know what that tells you? That the whole fucking time he knew that he was being predatory, that he was looking for a way in. How long we've been saying that? So why is he just now saying it? So are we to believe him and Fyebabe never had that conversation? They never discussed grown folks TV clout chasing? That their so-called support and shouting him out was not strategic? No, they did it to antagonize his ops in this sector that are also ops of Fyebabe. So they did it to be antagonistic. They did it to be antagonistic, thinking they were being strategic. No, you were sinking your ship. Just like the real strategists knew you would. Thinking you was doing something slick. Just like you used my commentary to slick shade Sean Bradley because neither you or that bitch that's claiming she's the queen of the beef sector had the cliticular fortitude to address the things that came out when Sean Bradley and the side eyes were down there around to the Zoom. See, y'all could address and play for Sean Bradley what I said about what was said down there to the Zoom. Why didn't you address what Sean Bradley said about Fyebabe down to the Zoom? Since y'all the big bad motherfuckers. You so big and bad, but you afraid to address Sean Bradley. Ain't that about a bitch? Is that a part of your strategic commentary? To use other people to slick shade Sean Bradley? Because that's exactly what you did, bitch. And you got over there to your platform, and every little crumb of validation he sent your way, bitch, you ran to your platform like that shit meant something. No, bitch, he know you are on-call flunky, Fyebabe. That's what you are for Sean Bradley, bitch. You are on-call motherfucking flunky, bitch. You no different than the women that you talk about, that you claim are butthurt about Sean Bradley's rejection. Unbeknownst to you, bitch, because apparently it hasn't dawned on you yet, you too are a rejected bitch. What part about that don't you get, bitch? But you're tracking. No, bitch, you're incompetent, and you and your camp, as well as your co-host, is severely lacking. We don't track over here, bitch. We discombobulate. We psychoanalyze motherfuckers over here. And you ain't gonna like this type of teaching, bitch. Because you ain't never had a dog walking like the one you about to get, bitch. Y'all remember she ran to her platform and played what I said about Sean Bradley and the side eye. Okay, well, I addressed Sean Bradley about what I heard down there to the Zoom. Bitch, when you going to address what you heard down there to the Zoom? When you going to address all of a sudden, why did it take Sean Bradley being heard saying that you weren't his friend for you to start saying y'all weren't friends? You know what you are? You are a pass around type of bitch. QB's over there talking about pass around bitches. Bitch, you are a pass around bitch. Sean Bradley got Jay Wilson's leftovers. And here's some real tea, honey. Did y'all not hear? Bitch, if you don't get your motherfucking ass out my motherfucking chat, you white raggedy, white trash ass motherfucking bitch. Don't you ever bring your ass in my chat, whore. The fuck you think this is, bitch? Go take your red carrot top head ass bitch and go choke on a diseased, dirty, black dick white bitch. You got me fucked up, ho. I don't give a fuck if that was the real diving or motherfucking troll, bitch. Don't you ever play in my motherfucking face, ho. I'll punch the motherfucking freckles off your face, bitch. And I seen the receipt down there by Queenie's. By Queenie's. Think about this woman that, this older woman that ran a speakeasy. That's who Queenie remind me of. This older lady named Queenie that used to be friends with this man named Skinny Jimmy who owned a store down there in Richard Allen, down the street from ZX's mother for 40 years. And somebody actually killed him in the store during a robbery. But she reminds me of Queenie because Queenie used to be, they used to run the numbers and stuff like that. And she used to run the liquor house. So that's who Queenie remind me of. So that's why I said Queenie, because that's who came to mind. But I saw the receipt down there by Quenie's. And is that your phone number? You better hope not, bitch, because see, I ain't got around to you yet, ho. You don't know me, bitch. And you brought your lily white motherfucking ass over here. And see, I'm not a racist, but I don't kiss white chicks' asses. Okay? Be clear about that. The non-black people that come in this space, we have a respect for each other. We treat each other with respect. We speak to each other with respect. But when you took your lily white ass over there and sent over there to Queenie, bitch, at the end of the day, that was a doctored receipt. That is not my mugshot, bitch. I don't have a public mugshot. And I've never been incarcerated in the Department of Corrections in fucking Florida. So for you to think you're going to bring your motherfucking lily white ass up in my goddamn chat with your carrot top. Yeah, bitch, I pay attention to detail. And see, the other thing I heard about, because I be in everybody's clouds. I'm like a bat. So I'm over there, just out here in the YouTube streets, minding my business and everybody else's. And I heard that this bitch was taking pictures. This is why you can't trust these whores. She was taking pictures of Rita and Rita's house and shit and showing it to motherfuckers on motherfucking YouTube. And then I see a receipt. I hope that's a Google Voice number, bitch. Because if it's not, when I finish with the rest of these motherfuckers, I'm going to tear your ass out the frame, bitch. You and I don't give a fuck about your white privilege, bitch. Or I don't give a fuck whose platform you take your ass to and play victim. Or call yourself Karen and bitch. I'm going to give you a reason to Karen. Only for you to find out, bitch, I ain't caring. I will tear your lily white motherfucking ass up, bitch. Fuck you, fuck your lawyers, fuck your lawsuit, fuck your criminal suits, bitch. I don't got a fuck to give, ho. You don't know me, you raggedy bitch. You ain't doing shit but around here slithering around these parts looking for a black dick to slob on any motherfucking way, ho. Who the fuck are you, bitch, to bring your fucking ass in my chat, smile in my motherfucking face, play in my face, and then go over there by Kwani and give Kwani my fucking a record that's doctored from the same motherfucker that doctored up that shit about Jay Wilson. That's all the proof you need that he doctors receipts, y'all. S. Hutchinson. That's all the proof they need that he doctors receipts. Because the receipt that this bitch gave Kwani is not my mugshot. Even the person that he originally gave that to, in an email, if I can remember, I'll show you the email of another YouTuber that sent me that. And she said she knew it wasn't me. That's proof that he puts out false receipts. I showed I've shown my criminal history. Those that are on my day ones know that even before the 7 years passed, the first time I got doxxed, a lot more was on my criminal history. But I was very clear about the fact that I used to fight a lot. Wasn't no theft, wasn't no crimes against children, wasn't no prostitution, none of that shit like that. But I was clear about what I had a criminal history regarding. And unbeknownst to these motherfuckers, you white whore, do you realize I've shown my own criminal history? Case numbers and everything, and went through the charges? Are you aware of that, bitch? Before you took your salivating on a black cock motherfucking ass over there by Kwani's and gave her some shit. Bitch, you 3 years late, bitch. And apparently, you as many motherfucking years late as you are that slavery is the fuck over, bitch, and you got me fucked up. Comprende, Miss Daisy? You come over here fucking around if you want to, bitch. You gonna get your issue, ho. Soon as I get finished with the rest of these motherfuckers. See, because, bitch, you had no rhyme or reason to do what the fuck you did. Soon as I get finished with these other bitches, I'm gonna make an example out of them. Because before all is said and done, I'm gonna leave them motherfuckers strung up out here on these YouTube streets like motherfuckers throw sneakers on a goddamn power line in the motherfucking hood, bitch. That's how they gonna be hanging out there. But they're gonna be hanging. Their little YouTube careers are gonna be on motherfuckers' life support. I'll coddle you, but I'll crush your motherfucking ass too. I can be calm, but I can bring the motherfucking calamity if you want it, bitch. All of that, oh, doxing is so wrong. Oh, it should never come to that. Yeah, it shouldn't. And the fact of the matter is, you shouldn't be running around here fucking with motherfuckers that ain't fucking with you either. How about that part? How about you leave motherfuckers alone that ain't fucking with you? You want to ha-ha? You want to kiki? Ha-ha, I'll kiki. I'll call your motherfucking family. And we can ha-ha and kiki all together. Like a family. It's so nice to see all the folks we love together. Sitting talking about all the things that's been going down. If you like when I call your motherfucking mama, I can play that in the background. I can ask about your childhood and what type of cunt she is that raised the motherfucker that don't know what the fuck boundaries are or how to respect them. I'm going to have that conversation with your mama. I don't give a fuck your daddy, his new wife. I call that bitch. I call your motherfucking neighbors, tell them you're selling ass. You're running a prostitution ring out of your motherfucking house. I'm gonna call your apartment manager, QB. And I'm gonna tell them that you selling your ass. And I'm gonna send them that video of you looting. But because we're being fair, we're gonna be fair, honey. So being fair, I tell them that you was doing it for your people. Or should I tell them you was doing it because of the COVID? That seems to be the excuse for every motherfucking thing, right? It's because of the COVID. Your ass gonna be homeless because of the COVID. That shit that Fyebabe thought was okay to do to Timothy Blaine, well, I'm gonna do that to your motherfucking neighbors. If it's good for the goose, bitch, it's good for the gander. And I'm gonna start writing your job. Writing always seems, especially when you write a professional letter. I wonder what the health department would say about a person with HIV working with food. I don't know. Maybe I need to threaten the motherfuckers down there at Wolf Bakery to call the goddamn health department on their motherfucking asses. Because see, you're not clean. You're a dirty motherfucker for real, for real. You do too much and you don't wash your hands. I think you went to the bathroom the other night on a live stream and I didn't hear no water running. The same thing when you and Fyebabe was out having that balloon motherfucking release for Lady P, and y'all went back to the house, got to drinking, snorting cocaine. And when you was feeling groovy, you're sitting up there high as a giraffe's ass crack with your sunglasses on to hide the fact that you tooted out your motherfucking mind and you're feeling good and you're grooving. Them motherfuckers be high as a giraffe's ass crack, beautiful soul. You ain't fooling no motherfucking body. That's why that beady eye motherfucker, you probably got eyes like a buzzer. Take them sunglasses off, QB. I want to see what your little turkey buzzard face look like. I bet you he a little beady eye bitch. That's why he wears them glasses. He trying to conceal some shit. They go and buy their coke together. Talking about junkie stunts. Y'all motherfuckers, they talking about junkie stunts and them two motherfuckers got the same plug. But you talking about junkie stunts. The only motherfucking junkie stunts that was pulled is when your father used your motherfucking mama for a goddamn pump and dump, QB. That's the junkie stunt. Get into it. Listen, they talking about junkie stunts, but QB mama was a whole motherfucking pump and dump out this bitch. Was that the inspiration for that statement? Junkie stunts. What about your daddy's junkie stuff? Because I call a nigga an ass. I'll let him know, nigga, I done already heard you ain't shit. And you raised a son that ain't that much motherfucking different. Your daddy pulled a junkie stunt when he fucked your mama and disappeared like motherfucking Houdini.
Carol, Ness. Y'all try to be your ass over there with Fyebabe, Tracy, Deidre, Rita. Like, get your whack, raggedy ass the fuck on some motherfucking where. You a whole pass around. Just like Crookie a send-off, you a pass around. I wish they'd get these bums from the black sector the fuck away from here. Because these is bums and scavengers and buzzards. Not all of them, but the ones I'm talking about right now. Okay? Not all of them. Because there's some people who are cool. Not very many that I know so far. But I agree with girl, all this merge, girl, fuck all that bullshit. We don't shout problems. Damn. Y'all bitches trying to attack y'all. We don't want y'all problems. We got our own shit going on over here. When y'all gonna get that memo? Like, get the fuck on. It's just like we got a swarm of fucking buzzards around us.
So the question would be, but that lets you know what they thought about. So if the question is, why would y'all, if you felt that way about the people, now let's look and see what Mr. He got so much damn so much to say, right? About buzzards and fucking bums. Well, let's see how this bum actually lives. Since he wants to talk about buzzards. Let's see who the buzzard really is. See, this is how the buzzard lives. That's how the buzzard lives. He lives like a motherfucking roach. Your bathroom, listen, your YouTube channel is bigger than your motherfucking bathroom, sir. That's the nigga's bathroom. That's a little dick nigga bathroom. Because see, a nigga that got a long dick can't do shit with that bathroom. He got to have some reach. Niggas with long dicks stand back a certain distance from the goddamn toilet bowl when they take a piss. See, this is some little dick nigga shit here. This is probably why you had to settle for a nigga that had some bad blood. This is some little dick nigga shit here. Big dick niggas don't have bathrooms like this. So you living like a motherfucking roach. You living like a rodent. That's how big your bathroom is. Look at the distance between your kitchen, your bathroom sink, and your fucking tub. You ain't got room to do shit in that bathroom but stand up and piss. You gotta hold the wall to get your ass in the shower. When the fuck you do shower? Because from what I heard, when he went down there, when they went down there to Georgia or whatever the fuck it is that they went in the South, they said you had body odor. Ain't that the nigga that they said was funky? That he stink? Bad blood boiling in his veins. You want to talk about how go into the community tab and make a list of how many motherfuckers said QB from the Midwest stink when you took your ass down there to that event where all y'all motherfuckers met up. How many motherfuckers smelt QB's motherfucking stinking ass? Put that on your list. See how many motherfuckers vote on that. Because if you don't do it, motherfucker, I'm going to do it. Shout out to the people that support my channel. My backup channel just reached 1,000 subs. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate you all. If you don't I'm going to start having polls. I want to know how many motherfuckers smelled you and knew that you had a fucking bad body odor. Put that on the list. Who all went to that place when they met up? Who was it? Was Jay Wilson down there? Who all met up when they went down there to that place? When they went down, when they got together down there, I gotta I'm a little tired right now, but when I do my research, I'm going to discombobulate your motherfucking ass, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm going to take a QB. Like I said, I can't take chunks out of your ass. I'ma hack your motherfucking ass. I'ma hack you to death. I'ma hack your limbs off virtually. I want to see your ass out here hobbling on these YouTube streets on your nubs. I want to see you virtually without any arms, virtually without any legs. And I'm not going to cut off your entire motherfucking leg virtually. I'm going to cut you off at the knees, bitch, where you had me fucked up from the beginning, bitch. And I'm going to watch you hobble down these YouTube streets. And when I start applying pressure, I want to hear you holler. That's my pleasure. I want to hear you holler. I want you to complain and I want you to cry and I want to see the motherfuckers in your chat butt hurt and crying the same way y'all think y'all gonna get pleasure from that motherfucking list. I'm gonna get pleasure watching motherfuckers in your chat. Oh, that's fucked up, QB. Oh, doxing is wrong. Oh, family should be off the table. Oh, why are they doing that? Oh, I love, that's my pleasure. Listen, that is music to my ears. I bask in your butt hurt. I absolutely love it when they get in their feelings and they come into my comment sections and they come into my chat room. Oh, and they're in so much pain. I get my whole life. Because see, remember, I didn't fuck with you. You came over here fucking with me. Keep in mind, y'all, I had never said nothing disparagingly about this dude. But because he's basically like Fyebabe's token gay. Welcome to the room, Spill It Boy. Mother is in the building. We were talking about he's almost like a pet gay for her. Like a gal pal. But you know the interesting thing about that is it's very self-serving. Because here's the question that the LGBTQ community should be asking. That bitch is very homophobic. When it comes, she's not homophobic when it comes to the lesbians, because clearly, bitch, you weren't successful at pulling Jay Wilson, because y'all didn't hear her say last night that she was Fyebabe. Pastor Wilson rejected Fyebabe. That's the real tea. Bitch, don't hide the live stream. If you go to that live stream last night, right, mother, pocket gay. QB is Fyebabe's pocket gay. If you go down there to the live stream, Fyebabe said, you saying all these things about Pastor Wilson? Oh, bitch, you're going to have to explain why you said last night that you were one of the bitches that was on Pastor Wilson. Why is that? I heard you say it, bitch. And if you don't hide the live stream, every motherfucking body else that's in his chat room can hear you say it. Everybody that heard that live stream heard you say you were one of the bitches that was on Pastor Wilson's dick. It's ironic that you're saying all these. See, I think that's why Fyebabe went down there to San Antonio. See, I think when you took that trip with Tracy D, when you wash your panties in the sink and all of this here stuff. No, you didn't go down there to help him with his event, bitch. You went down there for dick. Fyebabe took Tracy D on a trip across country chasing Pastor Wilson. She admitted last night. Now, I ain't paraphrasing. I ain't putting words in the bitch's mouth. She said out of her own fucking mouth. And she ran her fingers through that stiff ass mop head. You know the mops that you can connect to the actual broomstick? That's what it looked like. That bitch got dyed jet black on her motherfucking head. You look a religious mess. Anyway, she ran her fingers through her fucking hair when she said it. So, bitch, the same way you shimmied when you said that shit, that you were one of the women that was chasing Pastor Wilson, you shimmied your ass down there to the San Antonio, bitch. So you actually are a rejected bitch as well. Because you thought you was going to get you some dick. And you took your girlfriend with you. That was all cat. And you got down there and you found out that no, Pastor Wilson ain't want you like that. He don't swing that way. And you wasn't going to persuade him. So the fact that he said he was a bisexual, bitch, you thought you had a chance. You thought you had a chance with your baby daddy too, didn't you? You thought you had a chance with the nigga that was whooping your ass too, didn't you, bitch? You thought you had a chance with every motherfucking nigga that you've been with, but somehow, some way, I don't know, it didn't lead to a committed relationship. It didn't lead to a marriage. Oh, I almost got, bitch, almost don't count. Almost don't count, bitch. Almost don't count. I don't want to hear, I love you, bitch. I almost got married. I almost was a wife. Bitch, you been a one-night stand all your motherfucking life, just like your motherfucking mama, bitch. You ain't shit, bitch, that's trash. And you a generational trash ass bitch. Period. Yes, Pastor Wilson wanted to flirt and get his groove on with the gents like King Jives and them. He took a liking to King Jives. And again, she keep bringing up the Tracy, riding past Tracy house, taking photographs and videos. Well, what did Lady P do to Brianna Simone down at the Pettyville? What did she do to Brianna Simone? Didn't she take pictures? See, that's a pattern. That's kind of like that pattern QB was talking about. You ain't got no commentary to give on that, bitch. So let's see how this little pack rat lives. A grown-ass man with posters on his fucking wall. He probably got posters on the wall to hide the roach shit. And to hide the evidence that you got rodents. Because ain't no motherfucking way you can tell me you living in the goddamn gutter of motherfucking Chicago and you ain't got no roaches and no motherfucking mice, bitch. If you ain't got a cat. You probably got rats in there. Listen. The other thing is, I'm going to need them bitches in your chat. You know, you have a saying, keep it quiet, or what is it? Keep it mute if you ain't cute. Well, what do you have to say about some of them baboon face bitches? Them Berenstein built, big, burly, black, bald-headed, bottom of the barrel bitches behind them avatars in you and Fyebabe chat. You ain't got no chat room full of fine bitches. You got bitches in your chat that are using another bitch's pictures. And in their mind, they're bad bitches. And even the bitches that actually show their face, they look like a bunch of bald-headed baboons. with backs as broad as the motherfucking Berenstain Bears. Okay? And he's talking about if you're not cute, keep it mute. Well, your audience might feel some type of way about that. Because see, your subscribers, the Fyebabe and the renegades are going to start to think you shading them. Because see, I done clicked on some of the avatars. I wanted to see the enlargement of some of them bitches. In the chat, they be always talking shit. And the other cowardly ass bitches like Khaleesi. Oh, bitch, I can't wait to get your motherfucking ass. You better hope to God, bitch, nobody ever send me your shit. Because I'm going to dox the dog shit out of you, ho. And let Independent Issa keep running her motherfucking mouth. Because see, some of y'all bitches is going to be casualties. I'm just going to tell you that right now. See, Independent Issa going to pay for what the fuck Khaleesi is in the chat talking about. So people ain't getting links and talking shit, bitch. And I'm going to start pulling random bitches out your chat and airing them the fuck out. Don't give a fuck about what you think or what you feel about it, bitch. The audacity to come over here to our sector, take our intellectual property, take it to your platform, use it for you to get your fucking coin, and then talk shit. After you eat off of the shit that you use. Just the nerve of you motherfuckers. It's almost like they on some shit, but we can talk about y'all, but we don't want y'all over here. Unless it's to our motherfucking benefit. Who the fuck do you think you playing with? Who did you think you was playing with? Who did you think you was playing with? Ain't nobody got to ask your permission for a motherfucking thing. I told y'all that about that court case, didn't I? All of that, nobody's invited. Nobody gives a fuck about who the fuck you invite, bitch. You didn't know that motherfuckers in the sector don't give a fuck about your invitation? That we show up, invitation or no? Doesn't matter, bitch. What part about that are you not understanding? That's your sense of entitlement. Motherfuckers can go wherever the fuck they want to go. And if you can say what the fuck you want to say, play what you want to play from your fucking platform, pussy, who the fuck are you to tell somebody what the fuck they can't do? Bitch, you better figure out how the fuck you gonna live as many days as the motherfuckers you're able to get to like your fucking live streams. You have dead bitch. You got one foot on YouTube and the other fucking foot in a goddamn hospice where you're gonna die, probably blind in your own piss and shit at the end of your days. JV, hey babe. Shout out to my sis JV Dessalines that's in the building. Hey everybody. Look at this little rodent. Like a fucking rat. But talking trash. Calling somebody a bum. All of these motherfucking apartments in this one, if a fire break out in this motherfucker, all y'all motherfuckers gonna be burnt. All of y'all are gonna burn. If a fire break out in this bitch with that little ass door in all the motherfucking apartments. I'm just trying to figure out how many tricks have you turned outside of this building? When y'all watch them true crime shows, when they show hookers walking the street, this almost look just like one of those buildings that they be in front of, selling ass. But this is how this little rat lives and he talking shit. Let's look at what the niggas kid look like. Those of y'all that have little girls, and I have 3 beautiful daughters, y'all know when your daughters are little, to prepare them for when they, have their little kitchen, and stuff like that. And, they have their little toys where they play and you buy. This looks like, in Philadelphia, we used to have 2 toy stores. One was called Toys R Us and the other one was called Kitty City. That's before you started being able to buy everything online and before Walmart became what it is. They used to have a Kitty City and a Toys R Us. And during the Christmas time, they used to have the absolute best little kitchen sets for little girls where they had the little play stove and a little play refrigerator and a little play cabinets and a little play food. That's what the fuck that looked like. That looked like some shit that my daughters used to play with when they were 4 years old, with their little play food in their pots. Their little play, the little make-believe pots and the little play, little stoves that got the fake flames and shit. That's what this looked like. A play kitchen that my daughter had when she was 4 years old. And you a grown ass man. But you on here calling somebody bums. You ain't got enough room in them cabinets to fit 3 motherfucking packs of oodles and noodles, a box of rice, and a motherfucking bag of sugar. But you up here calling somebody a motherfucking bum. That is a project refrigerator, sir. That's not some high class bougie shit. I'm sorry. I'm waiting to see. No, I'm sorry. You can't have a kitchen like this and be on some bougie shit. I'm not going. Give me 1 second. The nerve. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's see how this little rat lives. This little rodent from Chicago. That's over here calling folks in the black sector bums. See, that's your kitchen. They got floor tiles that they using for a backdrop for your motherfucking kitchen. That's your whole existence, sir. And that's probably where you're going before you get critically ill and they got to take you to the hospice where you're going to go blind and die in your own piss and shit. Or because you had to have that diseased dick. See, your search of dick and you fucking around with a geezer. All of a sudden, y'all, he don't like geezers. Well, what was Emmanuel? Oh, I'm sorry, I've seen him. We've seen Emmanuel. Where did you have to get all of this to be? When did you level up? We've seen Emmanuel. I'm just trying to figure out, when did you get all this class? And believing that you were of the upper echelon. This don't look upper echelon-ish. I'm not saying you live in the hood, but it look a little hoodish. It's houses, apartments in the motherfucking Richard Allen projects that look better than this. This dated shit in your background, bitch. And you over here calling motherfuckers in the background talking about take us away. Tell us what this motherfucker. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's 2021. and you got a motherfucking radiator. You wait a minute. Let me get this straight. That big ass apartment building got radiators. See, that's what you and that bitch got in common. Where is your central air, sir? That's why y'all motherfuckers always looking sweaty and funky. That's where your body odor come from. Where is your central air? You ain't got none. That's a motherfucking radiator right there. That's how you heat your home. Therefore, you ain't got no central air system. If you cooling off motherfuckers because you got a goddamn box fan somewhere blowing, your funky ass sit around the motherfucking room some goddamn where. Even the refrigerator in the staging, the refrigerator looks dirty and fucking dingy. The walls look dirty and dingy. And the apartment is supposed to be clean. If I went to see some shit like this, if I was looking for a motherfucking apartment, I would pass on it. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This looks like some shit I would buy my granddaughter to play with when she come over to motherfucking visit. You know the little playhouses that you buy, you know, like little fake houses and stuff, and they put their little kitchen set in there and they play around and stuff in there. The only motherfucking thing you can fit in that kitchen, bitch, is a fucking easy bake oven. Bad blood baker. The broke ass bitch probably can't even afford a motherfucking microwave. That's probably how you heat your food up in a goddamn easy bake oven, bitch. You better start stocking. Use some of the motherfucking donations that you get your dusty, dirty, diseased dick ass up here and beg for every day, bitch. Start stocking up on some goddamn fish. Start stocking up on some fish. Get you some whiting, some silver trout, some flounder, some salmon, and start stacking up on some shrimp and some motherfucking grits. Because when you die, your mother gonna be out here selling that pussy along with that fish and them grits to bury your motherfucking ass. And your mama gonna take them. That's what you gonna leave to your mama. The tradition of begging. Your mama gonna be begging to bury your motherfucking ass. And you up here talking about somebody half dead while you live like a motherfucking rodent. In the equivalent of a cardboard box with motherfucking windows, with blinds. He can live in a cardboard box with goddamn many blinds up to the goddamn windows. Look at this shit here. You ain't even got real doorknobs. You can't even go in your room and slam the motherfucking door because you ain't got a real motherfucking doorknob. Look at the bathroom, y'all. The bathroom got bar windows in it. Look at the goddamn. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at the cracks and the crevices. How do you move into a house? They're showing a house online that's dirty as fuck. It's dirty before you move in, a motherfucker. We supposed to believe you moved in there and cleaned it up. No, motherfucker, you about to get cleaned up. Because I'm going to clean you up. 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 Then I'm going to pack you the fuck up. You poison pound cake making pussy. You don't want none of this. Not yet, grasshopper. And I'm just love tapping your ass. I ain't began to sink my claws into your mother. When I start sinking my, see, you know when I'm really applying pressure to his motherfucking ass. Because you're going to hear him over there hollering and yelping. And you're going to hear all his subscribers in his chat. He going to come up here and get to Karening as if I care. Because the only thing that's going to make me do is when I hear you holler, I'm going to apply more motherfucking pressure, bitch. Until you crack. Like your bones probably did when Emmanuel was whooping your motherfucking ass. Have a story time about that. The motherfucker that you're up here bragging about being your husband. My husband. Rick, when you talk about my husband, don't talk about my husband. Your husband was a hazard. Your husband was a hazard. That's what your husband was. A hazard. All of a sudden, he don't like buzzers. Well, what the fuck are you running around here calling your husband? Because we done seen the nigga. We done seen the nigga. Since when did you stop liking buzzers, QB? Emmanuel looks like a toasted Beaky the Buzzer. Can you explain those sunken in eyeballs? Can you explain why Emmanuel's eyeballs are sunken into the motherfucking sockets, QB? But you up here talking about somebody else. And you mustered up the courage. You had the testicular fortitude to put your lips on his cock. That means you had to ignore. You didn't look into his eyes. So you must have wore those sunglasses when you gave him oral service too. That's the only motherfucking way I can see you doing it. But yet you talking about buzzards and geezers. But your husband looked like a motherfucking turkey vulture on crack. You ain't gonna tell me that nigga wasn't using no coke. And I ain't talking about snorting it up his motherfucking nose either. How is you letting that dried up, he looked like that, how was you allowing? He looked like a goddamn dehydrated motherfucking Slim Jim. He looks like a piece, if y'all ever seen QB husband, he looks like a piece of beef jerky with a little bit of hair on the top. When I seen that picture, I was like, ew. I got bougie for a minute. I'm not going. No, sir. And this is how he lives. This is where he lives. All of these motherfuckers piled up. Y'all living like sardines down there by the Chicago, and you talking shit. You better start stocking up on grits, fish, all the shit that your mama gonna have to sell in addition to pussy to bury your motherfucking ass. Or your grandmother, because apparently she may have been the one to raise you because your mama wasn't shit. Your mama was an ain't shit bitch. But before it's said and done, I'm gonna find out everything about that bitch and find out what type of bitch she was. You don't feel no type of way about your mama loving a nigga that was a criminal. See, your mama was sucking a dick and letting a motherfucker fuck her in her ass. That was a criminal. See, your mama had a thing for thugs. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you feel about your mama having a thing for thugs? Your mama like to suck the dicks of bad boys. You don't have any commentary to give on that. You give commentary on everything else. You said you YouTube paparazzi. You say you comment on everything out here. Well, put your mama on that motherfucking list. How many kids does your mama got? Let's find out how many times that bitch made that same mistake she made with your motherfucking daddy. Go put that over around there on the list. Let's find out how many times your mama was a stupid bitch that sucked the dick of a nigga that didn't stick around. Get into it. But you ain't gonna like this type of teaching, QB. Go around there and put that on the list. How many times your mama had her heart all set on a commitment with a good man, only to find out she been a dumb bitch again after she get dumped by the nigga, after he inseminate the bitch. Bitches like that don't just stop loving criminal niggas that commit crimes. They go on to fuck other niggas that got that same type of criminal history. I'm gonna call your grandmama and I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask your grandmama about your mama. Grandmama to grandmama. Hello? Can I speak to QB's grandmother? See, QB's grandmother, you might not know me, but my name is Cookie Monster. And the little nigga that you raised, he on YouTube doing some pretty bad things, saying some pretty bad things. Woman to woman, if you ever been in love, then you know how I feel. Woman to woman, if you were in my shoes. Fyebabe know all about that song. Fyebabe, why don't you sing that on your live stream, bitch? Because we know that's about the only motherfucking nigga that's ever paid you any attention, bitch. A nigga that wanted you to suck his dick while his wife is in there in the kitchen, making him some shrimp and grits, bitch. You the type of bitch that a nigga ain't gonna wake up, bitch. Get into it. He ain't gonna wake up to a bitch like you. So you know that motherfucker song through and through. That's what I want to hear you singing, bitch. Woman to woman, if you've ever been... Hello? Can I speak to Fyebabe? See, Fyebabe, you might not know me, but the man that you in love with, he's mine. From the top of his head to the bottom of his feet, to the bed he sleeps in and every piece of food he eats. I'm getting ready to go. But I'll be back a little bit later on. Not certain when I'm going to go live. Got to custom things around my grandbaby. But in between that, I'm going to clean you up. 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 No, it's not ignoring me. It's not hurting me. Do I appear to be hurting? Do I appear to be hurting? No, I'm not the one that's hurting. And soon you will see who's actually hurting. And I promise you, it's not going to be Cookie. Okay? I'm good. All right. So y'all, I'm gonna get ready to go. I'll put my glam baby down. But ZX, we're gonna need you to go over there. You got all this smoke and all of this heat. You went into the beef sector. You was around there, the Beasley's channel, right? I saw you over there by the Beasley's channel. You was on Beasley's platform with what is his name? Ghetto Intellect, right? You was on a panel with Ghetto Intellect and Beasley. And you said you're not in this sector no more. That's what you told Beasley and Ghetto Intellect. And here's the other thing. ZX shaded the fuck out of Ghetto Intellect. Ghetto Intellect said to ZX, congratulations on all your success. Because ZX went over there bragging, you know, I'm just coming through to find out the tea. You know, I'm not in this sector no more. Or so he said, right? And he shaded the fuck out of Ghetto Intellect because he didn't even acknowledge his fucking comment. And he kept right on talking to Beasley. So, since you're not in this sector no more, ZX, we the people need to know when you're going to respond to QB, because QB from the Midwest said you don't want that motherfucking smoke. And he said the receipts that you put out, they not going. They're doctored. And we need to know what you're going to do about Fyebabe shading the fuck out of you. Because she was describing, see, that's what you didn't get. See, women tend to communicate in a way that men don't always get. So unbeknownst to you, she was shading the fuck out of you, while using you as a reference point. So we need to know when you're going to address that, you know, that sneak diss, that shade. And then coincidentally, QB goes live today and say he ain't buying your receipts. Well, how is it that his co-host believe that the receipts are doctor, but she's on her platform co-signing the receipts? Listen, bitch, you are so eager to come in. Listen, and y'all bitches are going and creating. Why don't you come into the chat under your actual name? You're coming into the chat trolling, creating all of these troll accounts to say something in my chat room that I don't give a fuck about, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you, your feelings, or the bitch that you in my chat room caping for, bitch. So you're behaving like a well-behaved bitch. You're behaving as you should, as a do-girl bitch. I expect you to do exactly what you're doing, bitch. Thank you for the fucking click and the fucking view. Every view counts. Every view counts. Don't come into my chat room copying, please, attempting to use logic and reasoning with me, bitch. I'm not on that time anymore, bitch. That season has passed. I'm done with the cordialities. Because I think motherfuckers are getting that part fucked up. And because I try to be civil, I think motherfuckers forget how I can be a motherfucking savage too. This bitch is coming. And guess what? I'm behaving like a beef sector do girl. And bitch, what do you think? Rocky Mouth Meow, what do you think you're doing? What are you doing besides being a do girl? And you're being a cowardly do girl at that. Because you're in the chat trying to appeal to my sense of logic and reason. And that's not I'm not on that time, bitch. I'm not doing anybody's dirty work. The bitch disrespected me, and her disrespect is going to be addressed accordingly. What part about that bitch are you having trouble comprehending? It has nothing to do with pre-existing beef sector beef. It has nothing to do with pre-existing beefs that she has in the beef sector. The bitch went to her Zoom and doxed my fucking family. What part about that are you not understanding? Therefore, when she did that, it became personal. It's really just that simple. Nobody in the beef sector is influencing anything that I have any of my issues with that bitch. My issues were with that bitch. Are y'all forgetting that she actually went to her community tab and disrespected me after she had been using my commentary week after week after week after week? I said Dee Dee Loop Loop is a rejected Babe Nation chick. And she went to her fucking platform after she had been pulling me into all her fucking beefs. Whenever she addressed Timothy Blaine, she was using my name. As she addressed other people in the beef sector, she was using my name, using my commentary. And then went to her community tab and told me not to involve her in the beef between me and Dee Dee Loop Loop. Are you fucking kidding me? You bitches have amnesia. Stop eating those poison pound cakes that QB is baking, that the bad blood baker, HIVQB. Stop eating those pound cakes that QB is baking. If you're buying those t-shirts, you should probably make sure that they're sterilized. Because I'm sorry, not sorry, I don't want to buy a t-shirt from an individual with bad hygiene and HIV.
Hey, Miss Vicky.
Hey, Vicky! Hey, babe, how you?
I'm good.
That's my granddaughter's mom, y'all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, King Curl. They coming in here doing her dirt. They coming in here doing her bidding. And they, listen, y'all see how they've changed the narrative? So it's no longer about the fact that Fyebabe went to her community tab and basically told me, don't involve her in what's being said about me and Duty Loop Loop, despite the fact that over the course of nearly 2 months, just about every time she did commentary, she was mentioning me and using my intellectual property, but telling me don't involve her. I wasn't involving her in my beef with Dee Dee Loop Loop. I referred to Dee Dee Loop Loop being rejected from Babe Nation. She wasn't confused about that. That bitch was looking for an opportunity to come for me because of Sean Bradley. Am I hurt? Do I need to premiere the live stream of Fyebabe coming to my platform to kiss the ring? I'm not the one that's hurt. See, Fyebabe's ego was hurt, and she had to find some way to redeem herself. Because after she came over here to kiss the fucking ring, like the weak bitch that she is, she knew what to do when she was in the presence of a real queen. She didn't behave like a queen. She behaved like what she is, a subject, a faithful subject. Kind of like the subject that she is for Sean Bradley. So do I need to premiere your queen coming over here to kiss the ring? I think I've caused enough butt hurt for the evening. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you, trolls, for the clicking for the view. It would be nice if you could get together the cliticular fortitude to actually come under your actual account and say what you have to say. See, that seems to be something that they do a lot in the beef sector. Send subliminals and do a bunch of beating around the bush instead of just saying what you have to say, letting your no mean no and your yes mean yes. You got to work. It seems like they got to work up the courage. That's kind of like what Fyebabe did in the instance with Clyde Diva. See, she didn't want to come for Clyde Diva right away. She had to work up the courage. And even then, that was an epic fail. Because the way that you worked up the courage was to use other people's commentary. You had to go find her ex, right? You had to go find who in the black sector had successfully, right, crushed her, right? And you used our commentary. It was our commentary that gave you the courage to come for Clyde Diva. It took you how long? See, that week that you were leading Babe Nation to believe that you didn't want to give her any shine because she was a clout chaser. No, that's how long it took you to build up the courage to hit the live button and to address the bitch. Period. Maybe your plug had went on vacation. We all know you rely so heavy on that white powdery substance that gives you all that courage before you hit the live button. With that being said, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Trolls, I appreciate you for the click and the view. It certainly helps the algorithm. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your evening.